Okay, so my congrats with finishing another album, and I just heard your new song Wither. I would say it's kind of unusual for the band like yours. You're only doing clean vocals, and it's kind of not usual for like big guys with tattoos singing about such touching themes and opening your souls and all of this. How did you come to this kind of song?
That kind of all happened when I lost my grandfather. I lost him in 2023, and it was right before I was about to go on tour. So I didn't know if I was gonna see him when I came back or not. And luckily, I was there to see him before he passed. And you know, I just wanted to write a song because he was such a strong influence in my life. And between that and the time happening, my grandmother died on my mom's side. My other grandmother died from the heartbreak of my grandfather dying. And Ricky's grandmother died, and he had a lot to say about that as well. And so we just had a lot of loss in the band, and we felt it was the best way to get that message across. And I know if they were around, they wouldn't want us, screaming and hooting and hollering, in their memory. So we felt singing was the best way to get that message across, and we poured our hearts and soul into that song, and it just kind of came out like that.
And are ready to open like your soul every time you're playing it live. It's really personal.
It is. I mean, there are times where I'm listening to it now and I still can't get through the whole song, So, especially we put a sound clip of my grandfather at the end of him singing, and he always wanted to be on a record, and he always wanted to be a famous singer. So I was grateful that I was able to do that, but it's hard hearing it sometimes.
Aren't I going to play it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't know if we're gonna play it on this Ingested run. That's a little bit too heavy of a tour to be playing a ballad on, but we're definitely going to play it on the next tour we have booked. We just booked another tour, and we're definitely putting it on the set list for that one.
Yeah, and also, as far as I can see, there's some shift to clean vocals, at least on the songs I heard from this new album, and I know that's something you've been pushing all the time.
Yeah. If you know us, we've always kind of experimented with singing, and we've just been that band, and it's been a thing since when we started, and even though it wasn't as much as it is now. So that's kind of just what we like to do, and we make music for us first and foremost. So we gotta write music that we like making.
Yeah, and how did you learn, and when did you learn to sing? Because it's very, I can see you can do different styles, and when did you start singing?
I mean, I have sung pretty much my whole life. Now, granted, when I was in this band, I didn't really find my voice. There are videos of me where I don't know how to sing at all, and I'm trying my best. Like we had a couple other singers in the band prior, like during the EP, and I was trying to mimic their voice, and I was trying to find my own voice, and I feel like I kind of finally found it on this record more so because it's something that I helped write. I helped write the melodies and everything like that. So I'm more confident in it, and it just takes trial and error finding your voice.
Mm-hmm. And so I believe there will be more of these vocal experiments in future, and he'll finally not be compared to Shadow of Intent and Lorna Shore.
Yeah. I mean, look, there are a lot of songs on the record that have that black metal influence, and that's where we started. And we still want to do that, but at the end of the day, it's like we just have to be ourselves as well, and the band enjoys bands like Trivium, Killswitch Engage, metalcore bands from back in the day that really influenced us, and we take that influence and we write it into our songs. So we like those big catchy choruses, we really like those melodies, and I think they're going to be here to stay for sure.
And which black metal bands influenced your style?
The main one is Dimmu Borgir. We love Dimmu. I'm also a huge fan of Emperor. Listened to Marduk back in the day, and our drummer is a huge black metal fan, and he wears the face paint and everything as well. So
Yeah.
he's super into it. He's kind of like our West Borland, like a black metal West Borland for us. But we love that type of music. It's always inspired me, and the lore behind some of these bands is just, it's legendary. So we love that musical style, and we're always going to implement it. But that being said, I feel like a lot of people that listen to black metal probably wouldn't necessarily enjoy an Ov Sulfur song, you know what I mean? So it's just a mix.
Whatever. You can do whatever you want. And have you ever tried this corpse paint on your face? No.
I've thought about it, but I haven't tried it. You know what? There was one time I did try it actually, and it was during Halloween, and I was like, whatever. There's a picture of me somewhere. I'll have to pull it up.
Maybe that's an idea for the tour. Well, everyone does all these styles, black metal style,
Just us singing on stage with the black metal face paint. Yeah, absolutely.
And what other surprises this future album will bring, probably?
It's very diverse. The album is insanely diverse. There's a lot of metalcore moments, there's a lot of black metal moments, and then there's also a lot of like rock moments on the song. So there is, I'm not going to say too much. There's another song like Wither at the very on the album somewhere. I'll just leave it at that. But it's a very diverse album. It does all kind of coincide and connect, which is nice. So it all sounds like us, which I'm very happy about. Nothing really sounds disconnected. So I feel like, us and Josh Schrader put together a pretty good album for sure.
And every band says it's definitely our best.
I mean, I hate to sound cliche, but yeah.
And I know you're not usually doing like cover versions, but if you were, which band would you want to cover one day, maybe?
That's tough. I don't know. I mean, we're if we ever do a cover, it will be a legacy band for sure. So I'd say top 5. Pantera, Slayer. I would want to do Metallica. I don't know. There's some Metallica views in the band that tear us apart a little bit. And then I would do a Killswitch Engage song, or maybe an Alice in Chains song, because Ricky and I do that vocal interplay like Jerry and Lane used to do. So I feel like that would be a cool one to do as well.
And speaking about lyrics, I can see you're also a bit moving from this anti-religious things to more abstract, maybe something more eternal. Does it mean that Ricky has calmed down against religion a bit?
No. No, he has not. We just, that will always be Ov Sulfur's identity. We will always be the anti-religious band. We will always push buttons. We will always have that stance. But that being said, we have a lot more to talk about than just that. I feel like with the burden of faith, like every single song was that. And there's only so much you can talk about with that. And Ricky had a lot to get off his chest, but with this album, he had a lot more to get off his chest, and it was a lot more personal, a lot more human. You know, like I feel like a lot more emotion in this record for sure. But we'll always be that band, and we'll probably have some more stuff to say about religion in future albums. So we'll see.
So you can do a Dayside cover, you know.
Exactly. Exactly. Make Glenn Benton proud.
And how your parents, relatives are, what do they think about the band's lyrics, about all this anti-religious stuff? Are they okay with it?
I mean, as okay as a parent can be with it. You know, they're proud. Like I know Ricky's parents are proud. My parents are proud. But they're, you know, it's like, oh, can you like tone that down maybe a little bit? And I'm like, no, that's kind of like what we do. You know, and that's always what we will do.
Yeah. And for you personally, I noticed you lost a lot of weight, like since latest for a couple of years. How did you manage that?
I've just been hitting the gym. You know, I was tired of being fat, and I kind of just wanted to put on some muscle and, you know, look better, be healthier. Not only for myself, I want to look better on stage. I want to, you know, it sucks when photographers take pictures of you and you hate every single one, you know? So, and that was me for like almost this whole band. So I'm stoked to get out there. I'm stoked to work out on tour. And Ricky has been very good at holding me accountable. And, you know, I have a lot of friends that are bodybuilders or, you know, or gym rats. And it's honestly nice because I'm not out drinking all the time, even though, you know, I work at bars and stuff when I'm home. But it's nice to go to the gym and get that therapy, and it feels like I'm doing something. I'm better than myself. I'm seeing the results, and that's always great.
Also, probably more energy on stage because your shows are intense.
Absolutely, yeah.
And while touring, I know the bands usually eat those fast food things, not sleeping well, and well, it might be a bit challenging.
Oh yeah, 100%. Luckily with us, what we do for like drives in America, anyways, we've never toured over in other countries yet. But when we're touring America, we're always at a gym every morning because, you know, Ricky needs to work out. Like he needs to keep his physique up, and you know, during the last couple of runs, I've joined him. Sometimes I've been up before he even gets in the gym, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" So, it's nice having people in your band that actually care about staying healthy, and you know, even if we don't eat the best on tour, sometimes we're working it off in the gym and on stage, which is awesome. So we're just trying to be the healthiest band that we can be.
And no drinking, no partying.
I don't know about that. I do like to drink. I definitely don't drink as much as I used to, but you know, being from Vegas, working in bars and stuff like that, it's kind of hard not to drink.
Yeah. Vegas is all about all this kind of partying and yeah. And returning to the singing stuff, who are your favorite singers of all time?
Good question. Lane Staley is probably at the top of the list. He is, and always will be, like one of the best vocalists to ever do it. My dad was big into Alice in Chains, and he got me into them. So Lane Staley is at the top of the list. Howard Jones, another great vocalist, who we were lucky to have feature on The Burden of Faith. You know, he's been one of my idols since I was a kid. So his voice is so soulful, and you can just feel the emotion in Howard's voice. I would say Matt Hafey is another one. I really love Trivium, and he has a very, very dynamic range with his singing. He can add grit, take it away, be soft. I don't know his name, but the guitar player in Malevolence is another one that has an absolutely soulful voice, like, and it gives me like a Stained vibe, you know, like when especially in Higher Place, it's just amazing. And man, this is hard. You're giving me like all this list on the fly. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but Chester Bennington, huge influence on my voice for sure. And that, when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, Linkin Park was my absolute all-time favorite band. They were my intro to metal, so I feel like Chester is another one. I would put him right up there next to Lane Staley, to be completely honest, because it's just amazing.
And how do you like the current version?
It's good. It's good. I don't think that it should be getting as much hate as it's getting. I do understand. I'm always going to be a Chester Linkin Park fan, so I will be real. I haven't given it much time, to be completely honest. But it's good. I don't think it even matches up to Chester, but it is very solid.
Yeah, and what's your favorite? What is your top 5 of albums of this year? It's going to an end already. Something that really impressed you.
Well, actually, today my buddies in Downswing just released a new album. Great metalcore band, awesome, tons of catchy choruses. I've had, for what it's worth, stuck in my head like for the last month and a half. The new Peeling Flesh album is insanely heavy, and I just love good caveman riffs where it's like punches you in the face constantly. So congrats to Peeling Flesh. The new Dying Wish album, absolute masterpiece. They've been one of my favorite bands for the last couple of years, and you know, at heart, I'm a hardcore kid, and I'll always be a hardcore kid. So I gotta show love for hardcore at some point too. And then, man, what's another album? Oh, the Lorna Shore album. Duh. Yeah, great album. Awesome album. And Glenwood is an absolute banger. I think
They
it's
also
something
got
different.
some terrific production of the current tour. It's just another level. Hopefully you'll get to this really soon. Next year,
Hopefully.
maybe. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not coming to North Carolina this time.
Oh no.
But what would you say to the people who will see you on tour soon?
If you're coming to the Ingested tour, be prepared for an absolute ass beater of a set list. We've got the heaviest songs for you for the heaviest tour that we're doing for the year. As for next year, guess wait and see. We'll have a very diverse set list. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Hope to see you next year.
Absolutely. And if you're in North Carolina, let us know if we're playing. Come see us. That'd be great.
Yeah. I've been in Greensboro when you were with Extermination, Dismemberment, and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I love that band.
Yeah, amazing. Well,
They're so
thank
good.
you, and Have a good luck with your tour and the future album.
Hey, thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Appreciate that.
Bye.
Bye.
You're their life, taken in his name. Hear their cry.